Alrighty, guys, let's talk about some tickers that I day traded today. I want to go over the system and what it did on Friday, November 7th, as we're coming into the weekend, so you guys can study some of this stuff. I mean, the system works the same. I mean, you literally will make mad money if you are literally patient, but I want to keep making video to video so everyone can make money, be profitable, know the key levels, and it's literally just a patience game. And the main thing is too is how you can get your stop loss as very tight as possible. So what's going first thing was MSGM, and here's the Discord. I'm going to post as always. If I did not post a play, I'm not in it. I'm going to post all my alerts in the penny alerts in here. So let's go over the very first trade that I did actually. I posted here so you guys can see. So you can see how massive these gains can be. MTVA was a big mover, right, in the very beginning of the bell. So as you can look at MTVA, why did I like MTVA? It was this reason right up here. So as you can see, we had some monster volume. You see this volume right in here. So you have some monster volume coming up. 378,000, 300,000. Very nice little volume. And so what I seen was a switch in the trend on the 1 minute time frame. Now, when I see this, I know it's very bullish because you just remember, just like with anything price action, if you look at a 5 minute, the upper is at the top, then you want to short. But when you see a 1 minute, that's your beginning thing of lower time frames or switching to an uptrend. And so what happens a lot of the time is you make a big move and you pull back to the 20. Now, if it pulls back very fast, I kind of look at this and be like, okay, I just kind of judge it. If it does it really fast, then I would look for that 20. But my main concern is finding a reputable stop loss. You can clearly see right up in here, if it, you see this long lower wick here, you see the bottom of this candle, and you see the below this 200. If we come all the way down to here, that is a 10% loss. You can adjust this on how you want. I was willing to risk 10% for a potential to make a monster move up, and you can see this went up 28%. I got my 2 R&R, I risked 10%, I got 20%, and then you can see the monster move up. Sometimes I usually just get 10% and I just go break even so I don't lose on the trade. And then you can see right up in here, this is called the double dip system. It goes back to the 200 now. That's my original strategy. If you catch it early and you see a quick move down with monster volume, or you can just be like, okay, I want to wait for the 200. Here's your 200. And as you can see, where did the move come up? Right up in here is a nice little return. And what are you risking? If you wait for the 200, you're risking less now. Because as you can see, where's your demand zone? I would use this right up in here. Your stop loss would be 8%. You got well over that. So, and then I would stop playing it. As you can see, when price, the more times you touch it, the more it can break through it. So it's not a strategy where you go, okay, 200, 200, 200, 200, I keep playing it. Put these on your chart. You'll see how that EMA 200 works wonders. The biggest moves you'll ever get, though, is when price makes a big move up, pulls back down fast to this 20 or 50, and it re-goes up, or the 10. It just really depends on how you'll see it as it works time and time again. Another play was MSGM. MSGM was an awesome play here. You can see right up in here, it's kind of same scenario as MVTS, right? Big move up, pull back to that 20, makes the monster move up. Your risk versus reward, you would put your stop loss just under that 200, roughly a 10% stop loss. And as you can see, what are you going to make out of this? You take your little gains, hold the runners, makes up 111%. Now, here is your official 200 play. Same thing, guys. Now, you want to look for a supply and demand, or an area of demand, right? You can clearly see there's lots and lots of candles here. Now you want to see, well, how much am I willing to risk from here? Only risking 5% below this here. So if I get a candle close below, that's over 5%. What do I get right up in here from the highs? I make over 30%. I am risking very little. I get a 2R trade, at least 10%. Right in here, I would easily take the profit. And as you can see, 200 bounce, 200 bounce, 200 bounce. But we're eventually going to do what? Break through the 200, and boom, 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 we create a downtrend. I recently did take this one more time because of the quick volatility that this went down in here. You can see in the alerts, I did take it. before the move happened with screenshots. You can see this monster candle down here. I'm not one of those people saying, oh, I'm in MSGM as it's already pumping. I showed you a screenshot of what it looks like here. And as you can see, look at the move up. Same analysis. Usually, if we skip an EMA this fast, and we go down that fast, I kind of like to look at it. You might be like, why didn't you touch the 50? This one was a riskier play, all right? The only reason why I kind of took it is because I like this lower band touch. I could get a quick move to the 2050, and that's what we got, okay? That was a different type of play right there. A lot of people are mentioning RUBI. And I can show you time and time, how are we playing these trades? What happened to RUBI? Big move up. Now, you see the difference in this one. You see how it wasn't a big move up. If this thing did this thing like here and went swiftly down, I probably would have taken the 20. This one went all the way up, pulled back to the 200. This is going to be your safest thing. And you also have to look at, if you're going to play this, 20, look how much risk you're taking, 20%. It's all about risk versus reward. If you're going to play a trade, it's got to be between 5 to 10% risk. If you're risking more than that, you don't take it. Look at your risk on these. Not good. So you want to be able to be like, okay, if I'm going to have a stop loss, I want to look for a nice demand area. I see a little accumulation right in here. You can see where price was accumulating. I would probably look, I got to look at my thing. How much do I want to risk? Do this to this lower thing is 3%. I'd probably risk this lower area here for 6%. All right, I got my clear risk versus reward. Now we're going to take RUBI on the 200. I know how much I'm going to risk. I know my percentage loss. And how do we do on this trade? You can see RUBI from this 200, we make a 56%. Yay, not bad. I risked 6%. We got up to 56% on the runners. Obviously, you're never going to catch the top. No one's going to be like, everyone says, I wish I would have held. I wish I would have held. It's impossible to catch the very top. Sell a lot of your position on that 2R trade. You're risking 6, sell a lot on that 12% gain. So 70% of your shares, if you have 1,000, take out 700, hold that 300 for just more gains, right? And just, go for 50% plus. We don't know. But now, what is happening in RUBI? I played it one time. I'm done. You can see there is no other trade on RUBI as you have a downtrend. There's no really volume right in here. I was telling people it looks good, but I was a little questionable about this. It comes down, comes up. To me, this is just a very choppy environment as there's not a lot of volume. You can also see here the 200 is at the bottom and is acting as clear support. So that would always be my stop loss if I did get in. I would look at the bottom candle here, and I'm always looking at, well, how much am I risking? 5%? Not the end of the world if I wanted to take it. I wouldn't take it though. And so you can see these time and time again. BKYI, I'm just going to go over all the trades that were moving today and what the system picks up on. All right. BKYI, same thing as RUBI. Big move up, pull back to the 200, and this is a very clear demand. Do you see the accumulation here on the chat? On the 1 minute, right? The 1 minute, you can clearly see there's accumulation. Well, how much am I risking? I'm risking 9%. It's on the upper end. I could want to tighten this up. I could say, well, maybe I only want to risk 6 or 7%. That's an option. All right, so now we have our clear risk versus reward. We get in at 75 cents, and BKYI goes all the way to $1.37. I think you guys get the point. There is different ways you can trade this. You can look at the 5 minute. I'm always a big fan of the 200. You can see right here, we're actually coming right now into a solid 200 right now. But the 1 minute is downtrending. I don't kind of like those. Very rarely do I take it unless if it just goes like swiftly fast down. Like if I see this skip and go all the way to the 200 on the 15 minute, I might take a shot. Because why? There is monster support here. You just got to label your areas of support, right? And if you take this and be like, maybe I want to take this risk. Well, what are you risking? You're risking 3%. You might be like, I think it's worth it. All right. Just not my type of trade. But I can clearly see this is the first time we're touching the 50. There could be a bounce right here with demand. All right, guys, that concludes my video. I think I talked about all the trades that I took or mentioned. Oh, and then DVLT. This was a monster runner here. Obviously, I mean, oh my gosh, look at that beautiful move down to the 200 here, consolidated and made a big move up. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. We'll do more of these presentations, more recaps. I think you guys will like it. I love doing this stuff. I'm a big fan of day trading. It doesn't matter if you do small caps, big caps. They all work the same, okay? I was calling out Amazon. As you can see, what happens when the trend switches. I think you get the point, right? When that trend switches and we pull back fast to this 50 and 200, those are going to be your best plays. Pull up, pull back, enjoy the ride. All right, guys, that concludes my presentation. If you guys want to learn how to do more of this, be a part of the Discord. If you're not already, join in. It's only $12 a month to get access to everything day trades and swing trades. You can get access to the live streams. I'm going to do live streams, recordings. I'll post some more in the day trading education, swing trading education this weekend probably. But if you just click the link down below in YouTube comments below, it'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. Hit how to subscribe and hit day trade alerts, and you'll get access to everything for $12. Do it on your computer to avoid the iOS fee. And I look forward to seeing you guys there. I want the best for you guys. I'm going to work my hardest to get you in profitable. I know trading is hard. It's just risk management. That's all it comes down to is how much you're risking and getting a 2-hour trade. That's really all it comes down to. All right, guys, give this video a like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think about these tickers. This is how I'm doing pennies. I'm literally just day trading. I don't believe in swing trading them. It's very hard. The dilution, overnight risk. The best gains you're going to get is find the big runners, get in on the pullbacks at those key levels, find your supply and demand, know how much you're going to risk. If you're risking over 10%, probably not a good idea to take it. Wait for a better risk versus reward, get in and get out, and that's how you do it. Works on big caps, small caps. It don't matter how you trade. The system works the same. I hope to see you guys in the Discord if you want to join. Give this video a like, subscribe, comment. Let me know in the YouTube comments below how you did today, and I'll see you guys in the Discord. Peace out.